contract situation a little bit later on in the show. Mick Randall from News Corp reporting this morning that Kyle Bowen set to re-sign at Melbourne United. Pete? Yes, no, like the look of this?
No, I do. And I think Kyle Bowen, for the fans especially, he grew on them throughout this season. I mean, we know what happened with Jack White in the playoffs and struggling to shoot the ball from the free throw line. But again, you talk about ultimate trust guys. That's what you want on your bench. You want the ultimate trust guys that whoever the coach is, and this is Dean Vickerman in particular, is just turning around and saying, I trust that guy to go out there and just not make mistakes and be really solid. And Kyle Bowen proved that he can do that. He also had some big games. He's not going to be a guy you roll the ball to and say, hey, go and get a bucket. He's going to get dump-offs, he's going to set good screens, he's going to defend at a high level, he's going to rebound at a high level. And he's one of those grunt guys as well. So it's a good thing because I know that Melbourne United were looking at potential backup power forwards. There's a couple on the market. But you keep someone who you know what you're getting is going to continue to get better. It's a good signing.
Well, you look at that championship series, and I thought he was decent without being good. But you saw the improvement from the series they lost against Tasmania to this one against Illawarra. He was better in this past series. And I think the fact that he gives you great effort, he's a Vickerman guy. He's a Vickerman profile player. And with that type of body and with the scarcity now that exists in the NBL for trying to find bigs, you can't let a guy like that go.
Yeah, Kyle fell into that sort of Mason Peatling mold that every Dean Vickerman team has. I thought he was really good defensively over this past season, especially throughout the playoffs. He's someone who, I say this so respectfully, his floor is always like a 6 out of 10. That's his floor. And his ceiling is maybe a 7 out of 10. But that's really nice, just to have that stability. You know what you're going to get.
He used that line at dinner last night, by the way.
You two had dinner last night?
Yeah,
what was this, a production meeting or something, was it?
It was my shout too, as always.
Your phone...
Hang on.
Your phone what?
You pay?
Yeah, you pay.
You're a joke.
Yeah. So look, the floor is really high with Kyle Bowen. The ceiling might not be a 10 out of 10, but that's fine because it's just nice to have role players who you know exactly what you're going to get from them.
There's a spot in this league for Kyle Bowen, and
sure.
There's a spot in a Dean Vickerman coach team for a guy like Kyle Bowen because he always wants rebounding.
The other one, again, around that backup power forward or a power forward with Josh Bannon was floating around as potential. Dean Vickerman loves what Josh Bannon can bring. So, again, that would have been a higher pay. You would have to pay for Josh Bannon a lot more than Kyle Bowen for what you're getting for what he comes as a cost. I think he's the perfect piece for them. And again, as I said, you can't understate the importance of trust guys. The Hawks proved that as well. Justin Tatum turns around, and any one of those 5 on the bench, he has full trust in. You look around the rest of the teams this league in this season from the league, and not everybody can just grab 4 to 5 guys and say, hey, in big moments, I trust you. Kyle Bowen's a trust.